Hey guys, this is Dinosaur Drawer, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to draw the Jurassic Park velociraptor. And you could actually use it as the velociraptor from Jurassic World, because the only thing you have to add is actually the stripe. The head of the Jurassic World velociraptor is a little bit different actually. The head of the velociraptor from Jurassic World is a little bit more triangular, but it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, they do look identical, the Jurassic Park and the Jurassic World velociraptor. So the drawing is gonna look a lot like this one, I believe. And I actually found out why my camera was not recording in the quality that I wanted it to record in, and that's simply because my lens was very dirty. So I had to clean my lens, and I believe the quality is a lot better right now. I believe you guys can see a lot more. So yeah, let's get into the drawing. Let's start drawing. Alright. So at first, we want to draw a circle for his belly, where his belly is going to be, around over here somewhere. Maybe over here. Something like this. So this is gonna be his belly, and the velociraptor doesn't really have that much space between his front paws and his hind legs. So when you're drawing a velociraptor, you really have to pay attention to that detail, I guess. A line underneath there, and then you want his hind leg to be somewhere over here, something like this. And it curves down into the knee. And here's gonna be the knee, very large knee, actually, very large one. Now we're gonna try and get a skeleton going. Well, actually, skeleton goes a little like this. I'm really sorry, that's my dog on the background. Alright, and this point over here, this point and this point always has to be straight, because if this point goes over here, the dinosaur is out of balance and it would just tip over. So this needs to be over here, and then it goes down again. Alright, so now we know where his hip is probably going to be. It's gonna be his hip. And then we know that his hind leg will go something like this, I believe. Might look kind of odd at first, but later on it will look really good. Alright, and now just attach this point to that point. Almost, not completely, but almost. Huge muscle over here. Something like a bumpy ankle. Goes almost straight down. A toe over there. And then it goes like this. And then there's those things beneath his foot. Maybe this should be a little bit more like this. Later on you can always refine those things. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's still out of focusing, so I have to turn that off. Not sure how to turn it off. So now it won't autofocus anymore. Alright, great. This is what we needed all along. Alright, so now we need this part to be kind of almost straight down. And then over here you have like a curved line. It's all the way to here, and then put in one nail and the other one right next to it. Something like this. I'm not sure how to get the foot correctly, because it's really hard to get the foot correct. But we'll just try to do it with what we have right here. We have to, at least for now. Alright, now we want to start drawing his back. His hip will start about over here, goes like this, and then a very long tail. It's almost like straight, and at the end it goes down, it curves down a little. So yeah, goes like this. It goes down just a little bit at the end. And over here it goes something like this. It goes up and then into the tail. Something like this. Alright, so now we have that part done. And wait, let's go back to his foot, because we still need this big claw over here. So it starts somewhere over here. You can draw something like this, and then something like this. And it goes like this. Right, that should be about it. And maybe, no, it shouldn't, because I did this part wrong. My bad. So actually it goes something like this. And then it goes like this. And this part goes like this. That's better. That's way better actually. Alright. So that part is about done. Now we need to focus on his front paws. And his front paws start something like this. Just draw these ovals, but don't go past this line, because his elbow is exactly at this line, exactly over here. Draw something like this. And then draw the same thing, but then go this way and a little bit longer. Just needs to be a little longer. A little bit. Alright, something like this. At least. Maybe just, no, this should be fine. And now we have to draw his talons. Well, I'm calling it talons. It's those huge claws on his hands. So pretty huge hands as well. So this is going to be the point where everything is going to be connected to. So one goes like this. Almost half the length of this point of this his underarm, lower arm, not sure how to pronounce it. And then it goes like this, just as long as this line. And then there's a claw attached to this. And then this one goes like this. At about over here, it goes like this. And then it goes like this again. And on the end, there's also a claw attached. So that should be his claw, his hand. All right. So now we can focus on doing his neck and his head, and this is gonna be a really hard point, a hard part, because it has a really distinct kind of shape. This goes a little like this actually, and then there's a huge muscle over here which goes into the neck, almost his shoulder, and it goes something like this. So now we know where his neck will kind of start. Alright, and again this will be a very hard part. Over here goes something like this, and it goes kind of up. This is kind of his chest. Goes almost straight and then goes something like this. And here's supposed to be his head. So over here, it starts about over here, his neck. So that's where we're gonna start drawing his neck. Goes up like this. And then it has something like a curve over here. Stops about over there. Yeah, this should be about it. And then it goes like, his head goes like this. We're just gonna first draw in the shapes and stuff. I mean, just a very rough outline of his head, and then later on we can draw the details and stuff into his head. So at about half of this, maybe his head should even be further back, but I'm not gonna draw it too far back. Maybe this curve isn't right. This should be a little bit better. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Alright, again his head. So over here it goes like this. Very round curving line. And then over here it's a little bit higher than the neck, just a little bit. And then it goes like this. It goes like this. Goes like this, and it goes like that. So that is basically the shape of his head, and I might have actually drawn his head a little bit too large, so I might go back and redo it just to get the right length and stuff. Maybe just a little bit longer. I'm just adjusting it where I believe it should be adjusted. Right, so this should be about it. This might be the right shape for his head. Alright. So now you wanna pay close attention to this part, because over here he has like a curve which goes up a little, then down again, and then it goes all the way down until we are at the tip of his nose, and then we can go back in and draw this line. So now we could put in the jawline and stuff. So let's just quickly do that. It goes like this, and at about over here it goes like this, and then it goes like this again. And this is actually why I might have thought that this jaw was going to be a little bit too large, because it is actually. This is a lot better. Well, actually, it is supposed to be very large at that particular area. I'm really sorry that I keep erasing stuff, but yeah, I'm just trying to get it exactly right, the way it's supposed to look. Right, so over here we have a hole in his skull, the typical hole that you see in every dinosaur skeleton. And then maybe I can zoom in a little bit on his head. And I need to focus again. Alright, and then something like this happens. Goes all the way to the back of his head. And this is the place where his eye will be. And over here somewhere is the place where his nose will be. And over here somewhere is the place where his ear will be. Alright, now we can just draw in a very big eye. Like this, and put in an iris in the middle of it, and darken this part in. Alright, zoom out again. Okay, So now we have the basic shapes and stuff of our raptor, and I see that we're also already at about 25 minutes. So I will be doing a second part of this one. So yeah, you can just if this would be the only thing that you wanted to draw, you could just leave it with this video, but you could also just wait for the second part to come and see how to draw in most of the detail, because the detail will make it look something like this. So that's gonna be a lot of difference between just the outer drawing and the detail. So yeah, just see what you can do, and maybe add me on Google+. And if you wanna draw my tutorial drawings and show it to me, just add me on Google+ and upload it on Google+. And maybe you can something like tag me in it, or just tell me, and I'll take a look at your Google+ account. So yeah, stay tuned for the second part. This was Dinosaur Drawer, and goodbye.